Hello YouTube, I recently just finished my 8th Six Frank episode, and I haven't even made a video talking about my 7th one, which happened really not that long before the 8th one. They were pretty closely knit together, and I know this will probably be a multi-part video, but from the beginning I just want to get off all the just crazy shit that happened. The 7th episode, the 7th episode was really tame compared to the 8th. Like, the 8th, the 7th was really hard. I mean, it was really difficult to go through what I would call the dark, deceptive, demon delusions, 4Ds. The 7th one, I went through thinking that everyone in the world on this whole planet were demons, and I was king of the demons, and we were all going to be sent in the sun to go through a fiery, destructive end. Everyone, and I was the reason that happened, because we could have kept I saw it as everything was a charade, all acting that, things, everything isn't completely evil, here, it was just a charade, and I tried to, bust out of it, and, I was just no, I'm not standing for this, and it's hard to explain what I was going through, to be honest, but, I thought, at any moment, people were going to start eating me alive and stuff, and I was just going to get tortured for, and so, things have gotten too dark. I've had, over the last 7th and 8th episode, I've had some really dark shit that I've gone through. And, there are some positive things, there are some really positive things, some were spiritual experiences that were positive, non-delusional kind of positive experiences. But then there are some positive delusions too, thinking that, and I totally didn't care about this, after, the initial joy of it, I guess, but, I thought that, Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, and Beyonce all, want to have, sex with me, it could happen, just ridiculous. That, all the music I was listening to, most of it, I can't explain how I convinced myself that this stuff was happening, but, a large delusion I experienced is, thinking that there's, Truman Show kind of delusion, but thinking that everyone's connected to my mind at the same time, it's a TV show, and that at the same time people are connected all to my mind, and everyone knows exactly what I'm thinking, and, it's a common schizophrenic symptom, and that, everyone could always see what I was doing and everything, and, it's really, it's difficult to live that way, but I thought that there was, all the music on that was playing on my iPod and iTunes were, I don't know, the bands were playing live, and that was a charity event, kind of thing, to help spread my message and try to break out of keeping up the charade of fucking everyone knows exactly what I'm thinking and doing all the time. Total delusion, but a really interesting one. They were interesting. And those were cool experiences, but totally delusions, just positive delusions. And I made 2 retarded videos that they had some interesting things to them, but basically the teaching of the calci videos, I don't know if I don't watch them. I'm not pleased with those videos. That's why I took them down. They're too. I fell too far into the ego game of I don't know, just going to schizophrenia, you can really fall into like thinking so much revolves around you and you're so much important, much more of an important. I mean, it's a common thing to like always think you're some kind of special being with some schizophrenic experiences. But I've reached such a point that I think a lot of what I go through in a lot of ways is spiritual tests, I think. And I think a lot of the reason why I've been going through such dark stuff isn't just because I haven't exactly been living the best way, but also because just to test me. This 8th episode, like, I'm just gonna list off some of the things I did that just, I mean, and so much of it was just the result of thinking I am this. I go thinking I'm the reincarnation of Hitler and then the Antichrist and just ridiculous stuff. You know, like, I mean, I know that's not true now, but it seemed really true then, and that's why I've kind of, I'm kind of putting it in the chapters of drug frenzy, pushing the limits, sleep deprivation all the time, like fasting, like just constant like spiritual trying to just push the limits as much as possible. And I can't do that anymore. I'm ready to end that chapter. Just drug frenzy, pushing the limits of my mind, like crazy, schizophrenic, just craziness. Like, I don't know. But I've reached a point where I'm so unafraid of doing anything that I would never hurt someone else, but hurting myself now, and other people can get hurt, but it's not just strictly, you know, loved ones having to deal with what I do to myself, but going through thinking I'm the most evil being in existence has caused me to, like, you can't see it on my hand, but there's scars there because at one point I had a stove burning hot and just pressed my hand down as hard as I could and just held it there. Like, burning just completely, you know, at the highest setting, and just held it there and just took it off and, like, just boiled my hand. Like, I'll have those scars there forever. Like, I jumped off a bridge. That was, I knew the bridge wasn't high enough that it would kill me, but I thought like I would break some bones and limbs. But fortunately, the water level was so high, like it turned into an amazing experience. After jumping off the bridge, it was just like, you know, there's just this held and, you know, one of those moments that is only a second long but lasts so long, just hanging there like, oh fuck, here I fucking go, and then hitting the water, just sinking, and then not even touching the bottom and coming out. And when I came up, I was so relieved. It felt like I reached enlightenment. Man. It's just like, you know, I came out of the delusion completely of thinking I'm evil, and then it was shortly brought back when I got manhandled by the police coming to rescue me and get put in restraints and a bunch of bullshit. You wanna fucking deal with hard shit, try and fucked up shit, like, experience what it's like being in restraints, man. Like, it's scary. Like, you know, it may seem simple, you can't move, like, okay, whatever, just stay still. But it's fucking scary to be in restraints. On that note, next video.